Coming to you live at 5, actually it is 9 AM over here to take a look at update 1.22, which is quite a massive batch, including Concept 5, including the entire British wheeled medium tank tech tree, starting from tier 5, so save your experience on Cruiser 4. I actually saved it on Covenanter, but I did it wrong, but Cruiser 4, guys, if you want to get a little head start, you need to save up 10,000, 10,200 plus, you know, the guns, if you do not have those, to jump into wheeled British medium tanks right away. Now, I am over here together with the chat, the Twitch chat, because I want to ask something like feedback right away. What does the Twitch chat think about a couple things over here, like the auto flipping feature, which most likely will be coming with update 1.22 as well. It is Mom, I'm on TV. Yes, you are on TV right now, but it is quite a massive batch, as you can see. British wheeled medium tanks. We have the Onslaught event coming back. Battle Pass Season 12 with Object 140, M50, Yak Panzer E100 over here. Vehicle changes. We have a lot of vehicle buffs and nerfs to the premium tanks, to the tech tree vehicles, lower tier tanks, mid tier tanks, top tier tanks like this one. People are saying that this tank is actually quite nuts now. And version 4 got hit pretty hard. Then Chieftain and 279E over here. Map changes. I'm really looking forward to the mountain boss and to junkie changes the most, honestly speaking. Oyster Bay will be looked at a little bit. Fisherman's Bay as well. Then we have the learning to play with new stories. VOD Plus expanded and auto flipping feature over here. We're going to talk about this in a bit. Because I believe they do not show the auto flipping in action in this video right over here, but without further ado, guys, let me remove myself over here. Let's take a look at what they have to say, and let's just add our live commentary to it as well.
Big update 1.22
let's go.
Is about to start. Everyone will find something of interest to them and try out the new features before they're released.
It is massive.
Important changes to maps and vehicles, a new British vehicle branch, and other interesting activities in World of Tanks await you. And we'll tell you about them right now.
Let's go! New branch, British wheeled tanks.
One of the most intriguing new features is the new branch of British wheeled medium tanks. And yes, they're very different from the familiar French tanks. The roots of the branch spring from the Cruiser 4 tank. The first vehicles are the AEC armoured car, a four-wheeled scout based on an artillery tractor, and the Staghound, a recon tank with the Crusaders turret. The FSV Scheme A is somewhat similar to its predecessor.
Some historical stuff over here, right?
Improved firepower. The Saladin at Tier 8 was produced en masse in the post-war period. It's armed with a 90mm gun and has a powerful engine.
Was that in the Bovington Tank Museum as well?
The GSAW 1006 airborne tank is heavier and armed with a serious
airborne tank
105mm gun.
Because it
Finally,
jumped?
the Concept number 5 combines the best features of its predecessors. It's relatively quick and accurate and can become a serious threat for any opponent. Despite having wheels, the Concept branch is closer to the CS63 and the Leopard 1 in terms of gameplay. The new Brits are mobile medium tanks. They don't have two driving modes that you need to switch between, and they can turn on the spot like tracked vehicles.
Yeah, this is one of the biggest difference to the wheeled light tanks. Two things actually. No different driving modes, and it can turn while standing still, which makes things so much easier actually.
You can mount a turbocharger, which will increase their already good forward and reverse speed.
And that as well.
Their accuracy, stabilization, and aiming time allow them to play a medium tank role, and that means supporting your heavies. At the same time, their large size and mediocre concealment mean you won't be able to dash between enemies, while their low damage per minute will force you to keep your distance. Luckily, the view range allows for this. In a close-range duel, the concept is inferior to most tracked tanks, but it can play its main role from afar if supported by allies. The concept is hard to stop, as it has no tracks. At the same time, it's as easy to control as a tracked medium tank, thanks to its moderate speed, ability to turn on the spot, and lack of driving modes.
Whoa!
This
Handbrake
branch combines the advantages of different vehicle types. It's sure to bring you a new experience and special emotions. Researching the new branch will be more enjoyable with a World of Tanks Plus subscription.
Ho ho ho! What a subtle transition from new tank into what plus. Beautiful. By the way, looking at the entire deck tree, looking at the entire specs on in the deck tree and whatnot, the tier 10 seemed the most appealing. Like maybe this time we don't have tier 8 being like actually the most fun to play, or tier 9 being the most fun to play, because some of them were lacking a lot of things. But don't worry guys, I'm going to be testing out all of them anyway. A good deal! Yes!
Now World of Tanks Plus subscribers will get a daily reward for logging into the game. That means you'll get more bonuses for the same price. You'll also get a more substantial reward every 5th day. Even if you miss a few days, the counter toward the big reward won't reset.
Nice. Okay, so that's a quick update. What plus extra new things? You get tiny things every single day you log in, like the consumables, right?
Battle Pass Season 12 will also help you progress, as well as telling you what preceded the events in Murney 13. Try to figure out how the city's dark story began. Get rewards and upgrade progressive 3D styles for the Object 140, the M5Y, and the Jagdpanzer E100.
Jagdpanzer! Murney 13, many of you are waiting for it. Solo tutorial missions.
Previously, the game's tutorial was monotonous and strictly practical. Now it's been replaced with stories. These interesting single-player missions with their own plot, and of course tank battles, will help players get to know the game and learn its basics.
And you know what, guys? I am going to test it actually out, because we already had a couple people in the chat on Twitch who said this is pretty awesome.
By stories during the test, they definitely
tutorial
have something to
awesome.
Tell you.
Woo! Let me test it out.
Stories, jump into intense clashes in Onslaught.
Okay, guys, hold on here, Wargaming. Don't do it in this order, guys. Don't do it in this order. Don't complete the tutorial as a new player and then jump straight into the ranked battles, basically. Okay, hold on. Like, play a couple random battles, okay? Not from tutorial into competitive game, please.
After checking out stories, jump into intense clashes in Onslaught.
No.
In the common test, you can look forward to Azure Pegasus, the first season in the yearly cycle. Now, Onslaught is a regular mode with its own progression.
Woo!
Azure Pegasus is the first of 3 seasons, by the end of which you'll be able to get some serious rewards, including reward vehicles with a unique style. For the first time, qualification will make an appearance. It consists of 10 battles that will define your starting rating. That rating will depend both on your performance in qualification and your rating in the previous season. Now, you won't have to start from the very bottom of the ranking ladder every time, because qualification will quickly determine your starting position. Additionally, Onslaught will bring Rebalance combat abilities as well as new maps and changes to old ones. Artillery vehicles will be disabled for Onslaught. The new season promises to be interesting.
Do you know? This is super good, actually, guys.
As well as new maps and changes to old ones.
Listen.
Artillery vehicles will be disabled for Onslaught.
No SPGs for Onslaught. This is good, because last time I played it, there were people who picked SPG just to troll the team, basically.
New season promises to be interesting. Let's get back to random battles. There are lots of changes to vehicles and maps to look forward to in the common test. Let's start with maps. Mountain Pass has undergone some significant changes, mainly to make the lower team stronger. Both
I'm looking forward to
vehicles
this.
have been changed. and many lines of fire at initial vehicle routes have been closed. The heavy tank encounter area has been expanded and improved, and many new cover spots have been added. On Fisherman's Bay.
So this mountain boss will be still like massive tunnel map. It has like 10 billion tunnels, like this tunnel, this tunnel, this tunnel, this tunnel. It will be still tough for light tanks to do some spotting. Maybe you're able to do some early spotting, or in this case late game spotting now. But I can't see it being more boring than it already was, right?
Improved.
I'm looking forward to Mountain Boss the most and Stu Junkie.
Been added. On Fisherman's Bay, the upper team's chances have been improved. The passage to the town has become safer, and some unnecessary houses have been removed. Some new bushes have been added in the central part of the map, and a new position has appeared in Sector K7. On Studzianki, the factory part of the map has been expanded. Now there's definitely enough space to put your armor to good use. The village has also become bigger. The ditch in the middle now provides tanks with better cover from fire from the depot.
Oh yes.
Oyster Bay has become more comfortable for the upper team.
So going over the map changes so freaking fast, but this is such a massive change on Studzianki in my opinion. And also that, like this, it was like the death bit. It was basically a gamble. If you went in, you never knew. Are you going to be outnumbered by the enemies, or are you outnumbering the enemies? Are you going to win or lose the fight over here? But now, you can gather a lot more information before fully committing your vehicle.
With better cover from fire from the depot.
Right.
Oyster Bay has become more comfortable for the upper team. The direction has been changed in sectors E6 and F7. Some mountains have been enlarged to provide better protection against artillery fire. Woo! The position of some bushes and ship guns has also been fixed.
Oh.
On Muravanka, the balance between teams has been improved. A safe route to the forest has been added in sectors H7.
Man! No more early. Oh-ho! Type 4 heavy, Type 5 heavy, full sniping from the other side. Tourists get some protection, guys.
To G8. Excessive foliage has been removed from certain places. The road with bushes has been moved closer to the lower team. In encounter mode, the spawn points and base have been moved.
It feels like they are moving to encounter base location every single batch when they touch this map. Like, just put that at the corner of the map. Be done with it.
Cliff, Live Oaks, Lakeville, Ensk, and Siegfried Line have all undergone various improvements. You can learn more about all the changes on the World of Tanks portal.
Pretty massive batch, right?
Vehicle performance, as well as player feedback, are areas of our constant attention and effort. Using this data will introduce changes that will...
What did he say? Remove the gap completely. Ah, gap! I read map completely. No. Muravanka is fine.
Affect various groups of vehicles in the upcoming update. We're dedicating attention to a wider audience and implementing changes to a number of premium tanks, researchable vehicles at mid-tiers and Tier 10, and also special Tier 10 tanks. The efficiency of excessively strong vehicles will be reduced, while the characteristics of tanks with insufficient performance will be improved. These changes aim to create a more balanced, varied, and fair gaming experience.
Now, the thing with the SD2, right? The SD2 buff, they basically didn't touch my biggest, or how do you say that? The biggest thing what was grinding my gears the most, the mobility. It's like such an annoying tank to play because of the mobility. It didn't turn at all, like no top speed, yada 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 yada.
These changes aim to create a more balanced, varied and fair gaming experience. The characteristics of several premium tanks have been improved so that their owners can feel more confident in battle. The following vehicles have been improved: the T-26 E5 and its copy, the Patriot, the AMX M449, and the Liberté.
They said it's copy, guys. Yes, exactly. You can see 4 copy-based tanks in a row.
E5 and its copy, the Patriot, the AMX M449,
and
the
its
Liberté,
copy,
the T25 Pilot 1, the Turtle Mark 1, and all tanks based on the Centurion 1, the Primo Victoria, the STRV 81, the FV 4202, and the Centurion 51 RAAC. A number of mid-tier vehicles that required pinpoint adjustments have also been improved. They are the AMX 65T, the VK 4502A, the T69, the M26 Pershing, the M41 Bulldog, the AT15, the 110, the AMX AC46, the Black Prince, and 2 Churchill tanks. This will make the path to your long-awaited Tier 10s easier. At Tier 10, some vehicles are unpopular due to their weak performance, while others are seen in battles frequently and clearly dominate on the battlefield. Moving toward balance, the characteristics of 4 Tier 10 vehicles will be adjusted in Update 1.22. The WZ-113G FT has received a significant buff to its mobility and accuracy. The Object 268 version 4 is not so unstoppable anymore, with slightly
minus 10 kilometers per hour top speed and power to weight ratio. Yikes. But people were saying that this tank is quite nutty now. We'll test it out for sure.
With slightly changed top speed, durability, and armor parameters. In return, its hull traverse speed has been increased. The ST2 is now more interesting to research, thanks to increased damage per minute, better armor, and faster turret traverse.
Yeah, but mobility, yeah. I would actually trade couple buffs over here for some mobility action.
At the same time, the VZ-55 now reloads and aims for a little bit longer. Some of their predecessors in the tech tree have received similar changes.
Right.
We receive a lot of feedback regarding the T95 FV4201 Chieftain and the Object 279 early. In addition, the number of these vehicles keeps growing every year. The statistics confirm that they're extremely effective compared to other Tier 10 tanks and can have a significant impact on the outcome of battles. This has been due to both their characteristics and the exceptional skills of the players who received them. Considering the value of these tanks for their owners, the decision to correct their parameters wasn't an easy one, but it was long overdue and necessary. The changes will make the competition at Tier 10 fairer. The Chieftain and the Object 279 will still be more efficient than most of their counterparts and remain among the best heavy tanks in the whole game. But the difference in effectiveness won't be as huge as it was. Although the Chieftain has lost a bit of its mobility and firepower,
minus 6 percentage-wise, it's actually a pretty big loss, right? So, turbo, basically in every single loadout now, I would say so, right? Traverse speed nerf, reload time nerfed, pen nerfed.
It remains a versatile heavy tank, ideal to play from hull
This pen will struggle versus some turrets faces now.
down positions. The speed and durability of the Object 279 have changed slightly.
And also same case over here. To nerf the premium heat from 340 down to 320. It's quite significant. And also top speed. Durability. Well, that, like durability minus 100 hit points, that basically means nothing, I would say, right? Like 100 less hit points over here. But reload time definitely. All the other things affect this tank quite a bit.
Even with lower armor penetration, these two tanks will remain rewards that are worth your effort and that you can be proud of. You can personally try all these changes on the test server. Your opinion is very important to us, so don't hesitate to share it. Good luck on the Common Test 1.22 battlefields.
Yeehaw! Good luck, ladies and gentlemen. It is quite a big patch, but they didn't show one thing over here. And Lugia, our beautiful moderator, are you so kind to make a poll about this auto-flipping tanks? Last but not least, let's talk about a problem everyone has experienced from different angles. When there is a helpless tank with its tracks up and you are subjected to an empathy test. If the affected vehicle isn't yours, of course, right? Yeah. It's widely known that tankers help each other out, but we will still decided to make the... Okay, I can't read. But we still decided to make toppled vehicles flip back over by themselves. So if your vehicle is lying on its side or upside down and cannot move, fear not, it will be back on its tracks automatically after 15 seconds have passed, counted by the timer. Now, they didn't show this in this video, but I have actually made a video 5 months ago where on the RU server they actually added this feature already. What was over here in the update 1.20 server was anti-flip feature. Now, if you flip your vehicle, after some time, it will be knocked back up. But, you know, this has already been... Hopefully this has been fixed, by the way. Put into test by the community, because devs over there, maybe they do not test everything like GG. Throughout, like thoroughly. And as you can see over here, this type of thing can happen as well. Sure. Now, if but here you can see this is the flip, like most likely the 15-second timer, right? After some time, boom, it will automatically flip back. But do you actually, let me know in the comment section as well, guys. Do you actually want to see this in action? Do you want to see auto-flipping tanks? Because it actually removes quite a bit from the game. And I made a poll in the chat as well right now. Or actually, I didn't make a poll. Sorry, Lugia made a poll. Do you want auto-flipping in random games? So far, we have 40% saying yes, 52% saying no, and 7% saying not sure yet. Like, I would like to see the anti-flipping feature in the game, but not in this way where it is done automatically. I would actually like to see, if you do not want to make a full blown system, like in War Thunder, for example, that you have to connect a cable to the vehicle and you can drag it on the tracks again, maybe at least make it like allies drive next to you. They have to click a button, like let's say O, whatever, you know, whichever button doesn't work so far, right? They have to click a button or hold down the button for 5 seconds, and then they can flip you back up easily without ramming you, without spending like 10 minutes trying to flip you back over. Maybe this is a little bit better. At least in my opinion. This is what I would like to see instead of this completely auto-flipping by itself. Like, what is your take on that? MJRD, hello, how are you doing? So let me know in the comment section down below, and what do you think about all of this overall. Once again, pretty big patch, massive vehicle rebalance, map changes over here, new vehicle line is coming into the game. Those are, you know, those are like, you know, they are coming anyway. We have the Onslaught new season, brand new season, not testing season anymore. So yeah, update 1.22, and stay tuned for many more videos coming from the server to test out some buffed and nerf tanks, new line, and then whatnot. So yeah, that is me done together with the stream. Have a beautiful day, take care, and bye!